Panadura-Thushini, and this is a full stack web application I built using MVC architecture with Spring. In this web application, a backend is developed by using Spring Boot with MySQL as database and the Spring security for authentication. And frontend is built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And this project is IJSE Salon web application. It allows users to mention core features like login, sign up, create, update, like button, admin panel, etc. And in the backend, the project is structured first one package as advisor and config, controller classes, DTO packages, DTO classes, entity, enum, repository, service, service name, service interface, and service INPA classes, and the util class. And the resources application property to our database details. I use Spring Boot for rapid development, integrated MySQL as the relational database, and Spring Security with JWT for secure login and authorization. DTOs are used to ensure clean data flow and encapsulations. And the front end built with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it's a responsive design with clean navigations, and I use Bootstrap for it. And we can in this application we can use the registration and login and admin dashboard and manager dashboard, flood operations, error messages for validations, and backend logs are doing this project. First of all, this is my web application known as Salon IJSE, and in this process we can log as a manager, and after that we click this login button, we can log to as a customer or use client, and we can't in an account we can sign up for it as a customer and go back and then log into our system, and it goes to this home page. And this is the services in our salon, and this is the missions values of Ivory Whale Salon, and client says this feedback for the salon service, and these are the contacts for our salon. And this is the admin dashboard of Ivory Whale's application, and platform overviews, total sources, managers, booking and revenue for this application, and quick actions for add new user, verify managers, generate report and system setting. And this is the profile of that login manager, and we can log again another manager to our web application, and we can log out system, and after that it goes to home page. Next I explain these codes as a JavaScript code. In this code we coding what are the things that do for HTML files, and how to save, and how to console window like that, and clicking button after going to what page, and these are the code, and URL, and using Ajax for this. JSON I used to check, and after that these are the CSS code for our HTML, and we use so many HTML files for that, and use jQuery and script.js to this application. And after that I explain you to our backend side. First of all, we the model have entity model. That entity model we got the user. This as a data and table name mentioned before we change the code. and we use ID annotation and generate value annotation, and generation type is identity, and in that entity model represent a table in the database, and table name, relationships, like that. Then I use enum for this web application to mention our user roles: admin, customer, and manager. And after that we use repository. Repository used for interact with the database, and we extend JPA repository for that, and we use repository annotation for this interface. And after that we use DTO package and create DTO classes. In these classes used to transfer specific data between front end and back end. Example, like when we log in our system, that page has a login page. There's a user ID, name, email, password, role, phone number, address, service area, admin level. When we use register new user, these are the table columns, and these are after the registration that fulfill these table columns to the database. And after we create service package and another package IMPL, then service user service, like that. It define business logic methods of and IMPL classes. We implement that service logic, and we use transactional and service annotation for this. And these are the logics: add user, update user, and delete user, like that logic we put in our web application project. And after that we create controller classes. These are for handles HTTP request, then add post mapping, and we put, first of all we put REST controller annotation and request mapping, API VI user the URL, like that, and auto write use service and JWT util for that. And this is the code, and how HTTP request send, and we get tool manager, and get mapping, this save, and patch mapping, and use put mapping, and delete mapping to delete, post mapping to save or change password, get mapping to get all the data, like that. And we use config package to for security. And nextly we create config package to JW filter and web security config class. And first of all we put enable security annotation configuration and enable method security in this class, and it create bean and auto write user service IMPL for user service and JWT filter. And we used this HTTP request. This is the JWT filter. We use component annotation for this. And after that we use advisor package to handle global exceptions and resource. Next we create util package helper methods like JWT token generator, like that. JWT util. And the util package I keep utility classes like JWT util response util var list, like that. And this is my web application explanation. This is over. Thank you for hearing.